Hey guys, good morning and thanks for joining. So we have started firewall already. So in the next topic in the firewall side is firewall policies. So firewall policies are very, very important. And these policies, based on these policies only. So whatever malicious content it's happening into the organization level, whatever malicious packets are entering into the organization level, and whatever action we have defined in the policies, according to that one, either it can be blocked or denied. So that's why firewall policies are very important. So these firewall policies, packet validation, it will follow top to bottom approach or top down approach. Okay. So what is meant by this top to bottom approach, top down approach? So I can provide couple of examples so that you will understand. So every firewall policy, if you want to create, first we have to provide the rule ID. So here rule ID. Next one is role name of the role. Next one source zone. Next one is destination zone. Next one source user. Next one destination user. Source IP. Destination IP. Next one is port. Next one is protocol. Next one is application. Next one security profile. Finally action. So these security profiles are very, very important. Security profile meaning here, we have to configure different types of security profiles. That one is belongs to attacks. So those security profiles are antivirus security profile or malware security profile, SSL, SSH inspection security profile, URL filtering security profile, proxy security profile, web security profile, IPS security profile. Approximate 10 to 15 security profiles we will configure. Okay. So by default, we can configure, by default vendor itself, it will provide security profiles. Even we can provide our customization also. So those security profiles were very important. According to these security profiles only, so either it will be block that malicious content, otherwise it will not. Okay. So security profiles we can configure for antivirus is one thing. Next one is a DLP. Next one is proxy. Next one is IDS IPS, SSL SSH inspection, Wi-Fi monitoring, web application firewall. So in such a way, we can configure approximate 10 to 15 security profiles. So I will show you practically so that you will understand. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here left hand side, you can see one of the tab name is called security profile. So these profiles are very important. So these profiles are antivirus security profile, web filter security profile. Next one video filter, DNS filter, application control, IPS. Next one is file filter, voice over IP, web application firewall, WAF. So DLP, SSL, SSH inspection, IPS. So these are the different types of security profile we have to configure. After configuring these security profiles, now what we have to do, these security profiles we have to implement in the policies tab. First, we have to configure the security profile. After configuring the security profile, we have to implement those security profiles under the policies tab. You can see security profile here. So according to this particular action only, or according to these particular configuration only, based on the signature based on the malicious, machine learning or deep learning or baseline method. So whatever action we are providing, either it will deny or accept or block or reject. Okay. So first and foremost, what are the important things we have to configure? Security profile. So as I said, these security profiles are two different types. One is a default. When you say default, at the time of purchasing the tool itself, vendor will provide. That is called default. You can see here default profile. Okay. And whatever remaining three, we are able to see here, those profiles are configured by customer. So we can use directly default whatever, vendor is provided or tool is provided, that is also we can use. Otherwise, we can configure our customization also. So we already discussed this topic, even correlation rule creation also. There are two different types of correlation rules. One is default correlation rule. Second one is customized. When you say default, at the time of purchasing the tool or vendor, so vendor itself, it will provide the rules, those rules called as a default. And what as per business requirement and as per use case requirement, if you are configuring something, that is called customization, right? So you have to configure all these security profiles. After configuring these security profiles, those security profiles, we have to implement in our policies. Then only these policies will work. Then only malicious content will be blocked. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? Okay. So security profiles, these security profiles are very, very important, guys. Now we can discuss about couple of rules. Rule ID, example rule ID is ID number 1. A rule name is Facebook blocking. Example. So where Facebook, for every, what is the business requirement in our organization level? For every employee, whoever is sitting, we should not, okay, they should not access to Facebook. That is the rule we want to create. I'm repeating once again. For every employee, whoever is sitting in the organization level, they should not access to Facebook. That is the rule we want to create. Okay. So now what is the source zone? What is the source zone here? Anyone? Employees. Trust zone, correct. All the employees we want to block. Okay. So employees where they will sit normally, obviously trust zone as per network architecture diagram. What is destination zone? Where the Facebook is sitting?
Untrust.
Untrust. What about source user? Do you know any specific? Are you blocking this book to specific user?
All.
All of the users. All. Yes, all. Destination user. Do you know whether we have destination user? Whether
No.
No, it's not applicable. So what is the source IP? So example, all the employees IP belongs to 10.10.0.0/16. So these many employees are sitting in our organization. For those many employees, we have to block. Do you know destination IP?
No.
Not applicable. Port number, where Facebook is running on.
443.
443.80.
Application.
Protocol.
HTTPS.
HTTPS. Yes. Application name.
Facebook.
Yes. Facebook.com. Security profile, whether we have to enable or not. So as I said here, we are configuring so many security profiles here, left hand side. So whether we have to enable all these security profile in this particular policy or not. If it is Y, if it is yes means Y, if it is no means Y. Whether you have to enable or not first.
Yes, enable.
Yes.
Enable. No, wrong. Already we are blocking here. We are blocking already Facebook, nothing but when the user, they are trying to access the URL itself, they are not able to click anything. So how the end user is trying to upload malicious content into the Facebook? Maybe they can upload images, they can upload photos, they can upload video files, and so on. Those malicious files or those photos, those videos contains maybe malicious content. So when the user entering the URL link itself, our firewall is blocking. Whether they are able to enter into any malicious content to the Facebook website. Is it possible? When the end user, they are trying www.facebook.com, So when they are giving that URL itself, our firewall is blocking. So whether they will upload or download something from the Facebook related to malicious malwares.
Not possible. It has been already blocked.
Exactly. So in that scenario, what is the simple thing you have to remember? If you want to block anything, there is no need to define any security profile. It's not applicable. Something we are allowing in that scenario, yes. So according to the use case wise, or is according to business requirement wise, whether which type of profiles we have to allow. So we have to define that. So for blocking thing, it is not applicable. Why? Because URL itself it is blocked. So they can't download any malware or they can't upload any malware. Action. What action?
Block.
Yes, block or deny. So this is the way how we have to, okay, so create policies or rules. So first we have to gather requirement from the different team members. It's not from security requirement. So we have to coordinate with network team. We have to coordinate with application development team. We have to coordinate with HR team, what applications they are using. So what websites they are trying to access. So is there any guest people are coming? All these requirement gathering after that, we have to go and we have to create these policies. Okay, so that is called firewall policies creation. So now we can create one more. One second. Sorry guys. Yeah, so we'll create couple of other rules as well or policies. So second rule, so these rules are very important guys. According to these rules validation only, our malicious content can be allowed or blocked can be defined. So rule number 2, social network websites allowing. All the social networking website category. So when you say social networking category of the websites or applications, under social networking category, it will come YouTube, it will come LinkedIn, it will come Twitter, Instagram, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Facebook, all these will fall under social networking category. So now all these websites are sitting in the untrust zone, you know already. So now you can tell me for every employee we are allowing. So source zone, what is source zone here now?
Zone.
Trust zone. What is destination zone?
Untrust zone.
Untrust. And the source user,
All.
All
destination user,
not available.
not applicable or not available. Yes. Source IP. So whatever
And,
internal employees related user IP addresses, all those. So we have to provide all those IP addresses. Destination IP,
not applicable.
not applicable. Port number
443.
443, because almost all the social networking category application will run 443 one. Protocol,
HTTPS.
HTTPS. Application,
Gmail.
yeah.
All
We have to
social
select
media.
that, yeah, we have to select all the category. Category also available in the drop down list. We can select
Instagram,
every yeah,
Twitter,
yes.
Facebook.
Social networking category we have to select here. Security profile. Now we have to enable or disable or not applicable.
Enable.
Exactly. So whatever security profiles we are configuring to antivirus or web filter, video filter, DNS filter, all these things we have to enable. Just a drop down list, that's it. So here we have to enable antivirus, web filter, URL filter, everything. Why? Because now any employee, in case they are downloading or uploading in Instagram, Twitter, or maybe YouTube, or maybe Facebook, and so on. So those files may be malware or malicious content it contains. In that scenario, so automatically it will block. What is the action we do? Action. What
Yellow.
action? Yellow.
Yellow or
Yellow. Now, what is the firewall validation I said yesterday or today morning also? Firewall validation rule is it will follow top to bottom approach or top down approach. Meaning here, when the packet is entering, it will validate first rule. If first rule, okay, matching is not happening, it will go to second. If second rule matching is not happening, it will go to third. In such a way, it will go to all the rules. Okay. Now we can say first rule is belongs to Facebook blocking. Second rule is belongs to social networking allowing part. Now you can tell me in as per these two rules, overall two rules, every employee in the organization, whether they are able to access the Facebook or not. Yes or
no?
no? Why?
Because first rule
Already
is blocking now. Then after
Exactly.
it will validate. Second.
Already, as a specified, Facebook is blocking in first no.
But second rule is allowing. Facebook is allowing second rule.
It's applicable for all social networks, no, sir.
Yeah, even Facebook also part of social networking category.
Maybe some kind of rules, just only uploading.
Specifically, we have written for
But
Facebook, right?
specifically,
That's
you
why.
are identifying Facebook will be blocked.
Here also Facebook will offer second category.
In the firewall, we can separately block the Facebook up.
My question is, as per these two rules, can we access Facebook or not? If it is yes, what is the reason? If it is no, what is the reason? Okay, so answer is no. Okay, so they can't access the Facebook. Why? Because even though second rule is belongs to, so allowing all social networking category, in the all social networking category, Facebook is also one of the application. That's fine. But when the packet is entering, it will validate first rule. It is matching the condition now. Packet will stop there itself.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, top to bottom approach. That's what I said. It will follow top to bottom approach or top down approach. This is what you have to remember. Top to bottom or top down approach. So according this top to bottom or top down approach, automatically it is matching the first condition. Even though second rule is allowing the Facebook, it is matching the first condition and it will block it automatically. So answer is no. Users are not able to access the Facebook, even though second rule is allowing of the Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So whether do they access other applications like Twitter, Instagram, and so on?
Yes.
Yes, correct. That's right. So they can access Twitter, Instagram, and so on. Why? Because it is not. First, it will validate this rule. So Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn is not part of first rule. Now it will validate second rule. Yes, second rule is matching to the condition. It will stop it here. So they are able to access the respective other than Facebook. They will access it. Okay. So this is called top to bottom or top down approach. In such a way,
I have one doubt.
yes, please.
In the second column, we are placing in Instagram. Instagram in social media, it's allowing, and especially in third column, we are blocking that ID Instagram. Then it will follow under top to bottom approach. Then it will allow or block.
It will allow.
Okay.
So you are saying that third one is allowing of Instagram.
Okay. Yes, that's all.
So here trust zone obviously, and destination zone is untrust. And I thought to say this one also anyway. Meanwhile you asked. So source user is allow. So destination user is not applicable, and all the users we want to block. So destination IP same as the not applicable, and port number 443. So HTTPS. Sorry. And here Instagram.com. And security profile. So we are allowing all here enable.
Sir, Insta block.
He said allow. Sorry, block. Sorry.
Block.
So not applicable here. Here block. Now in this scenario, whether Instagram they are able to access or not, yes or no?
Yes.
No.
You can access.
No or yes?
No, sir. Sir, can you change the rule name?
No, they
Yes.
can access. They
We'll
can access the
follow
Instagram. Yeah,
top to bottom. No, second row is allowing all the Instagram also.
Exactly.
Instagram
Yes.
also alone.
That's-
In case bottom to top అయితే బ్లాక్ చేస్తుంది.
Yes, correct. But it will not follow bottom to top. It will always follow top to bottom. Okay. So in this scenario, Instagram, yes, they are able to access. Why? Because already second route itself, it is matching the condition. Okay. So answer is yes, they are able to access the Instagram, even though third rule is we are blocking. So that is about overall validations of the rules, how it will follow. So in case if we have 100 rules, always that is the reason blocking rules will keep top and allowing rules will keep it bottom. Okay. So now every firewall, do you have any questions on this one, guys? Do you have any questions on this one?
No, clear.
Okay. So last rule in any firewall, once you are purchasing any firewall, okay, first and foremost rule, default one rule will come. That is called implicitly deny. Implicitly deny. So every firewall, whenever you are purchasing, one rule already available by default rule. So that rule name is called implicitly deny. So basically, it is a part of rule 1. Okay, when you are purchasing the firewall, so one of the rule will be there. That rule is part of rule 1. So meaning here, whatever traffic is entering into the firewall, everything should be blocked. That is called implicitly deny. So this is example for suppose 2, 3, 4. So rule number 1, rule name is implicitly deny. And everything is applicable or whatever it may be, everything is deny only. So meaning here, whatever traffic is going on to the northeast or southwest, that is called entire traffic of the organization. It should be blocked. Now what we have to do, so whether this rule we have to keep in the top or we have to move to the somewhere location, some other place. Anyone? So actually
Enter
speaking, this
block.
is the way it looks like. Now what we have to make this implicitly denied? Where we have to keep this rule now?
Set down. If you are following top to bottom, you have to
Yes, that's correct.
enter it down.
Yes, right. So we have to, whatever our business cases related rules or policies we created, because packet is entry, meaning here everything it will be denied. So we can't access anything. That is the reason. So we have move option is available. Whatever implicitly deny option is there. First we have to create our business related policies or rules. And whatever implicitly deny first rule is there, that one we have to move to last. So example, I created 100 rules. And 101 rule is belongs to implicitly deny. Other than 100 rules, everything should be blocked. So now what I have to do? I have to make it implicit. So implicitly deny, meaning here, whatever northeast or southwest traffic is coming, that should be blocked. Okay. So last rule is for any firewall is implicitly deny. Other than in this scenario, so we created only 3 rules. One is for Facebook, one is for Instagram, one is for social networking. So fourth rule, what we have to do? So whatever default rule is, that one we created like a 4. Okay. Other than these rules, everything should be traffic is entering. It has to block it. Maybe attacker they are trying to do the hacking part. So implicitly deny is the last. Any doubt in this one? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Yeah, that
No,
is
clear.
about firewall policies or rules. Yesterday I was saying that differences between Palo Alto firewall and other vendor firewalls. Whatever policies are I configure, it's generic. It's a common for every firewall. So I said Palo Alto firewall is blocking based on the application side, and other vendor firewalls is blocking port and protocol. Okay. So now other vendor protocol we have to specify the port and protocol. Application control also we have to specify. For Palo Alto firewall, these two columns will not be there. Okay. So Palo Alto firewall is not blocking on based on the port and protocol. It is blocking based on the application category. So other vendor firewalls we have to specify the application as well. But Palo Alto's and even port and port protocol also. But Palo Alto firewall side, we no need to specify these two columns. Port and protocol is not required. Directly can specify the application category. So that is one of the difference. Single SP3 technology is one of the difference. Second one is it is not blocking based on the port and protocol. So third one is it has a 3 IDs: user ID, content ID, and also application ID. Okay. So in the Palo Alto firewall side, we don't see port and protocol at all. But other vendor firewalls, yes. You have to specify the port and protocol also. So that is about policies part. Next one is security profiles. So these security profiles like a hot of the firewall.
In third row, could you change blocking instead?
Block.
Yeah, it's a blocking. Sorry. Yeah. So security profile, next topic. Security profile is like a hot of the firewall. Without the security profile firewall, it's like a dummy device. Why? Because in these profiles only, normally we will configure the either malware should be prevented or blocked, or the ransomware should be prevented or blocked, or maybe antivirus should be prevented or blocked. So security profiles are, it's like a hot of the firewall. Without security profiles, firewall is a dummy device. So according to these, which files we have to allow, which files we have to block. So which voice or IP calls we have to allow, which voice or copy we have to block, which URLs we have to allow, which URLs we should block. So everything we have to configure under the security profiles. Security profiles are very, very important. After creating these security profiles, we have to enable in the policies. Okay. So security profiles first we have to configure basically before configuring the policies. What are the different types of security profiles we have to configure? One is antivirus, one is file filter or file blocking. Next one, voice over IP calls. In case if you are using. Next one, IDS IPS, security profile, URL filtering. This one we'll see practical. Next one is web application firewall policy, proxy policy, or security profile, SSL SSH inspection. Next one is IPS is over, IDS is over.
Email gateway.
No, email not required. URL field, yeah. So these are the couple of profiles. Even DLP also, you can see it. Antivirus, web filter, video filter, DNS filter. So these are the couple of things we have to configure. DLP, DNS. So these are all the security profiles we have to configure. So after configuring all these security profiles we have to enable under the policies tab. So that is the security profile tab. You can see security profile. So just we have drop down list. You have to select everything. That's all. So those are all the security profiles. Okay, so we have to configure for firewall. It's a generic I provided whatever. Okay, so this is common for every firewall. So next topic is firewall upgrade, or we will go to firewall high availability. After that, we will go to firewall upgrade. Firewall high availability. So firewall, it's a must and it's a compulsory. We have to make a high availability. When you say high availability, maintaining 2 firewalls. Maintaining 2 firewalls. Maintaining 2 firewalls is called high availability. So this firewall high availability name, different vendors, they will call it a different terminology. So one is active, Second firewall name is called passive. Otherwise, primary, secondary, otherwise, master, slave. Yeah, so these are the terminology. Different vendors, they will use different terminology. The active, passive, or primary or secondary, or master or slave, even primary backup also. Okay. So these are the high availability names. So we can use any one name, that's fine. Active firewall is active, and the passive firewall is secondary firewall, primary and secondary, master or slave, primary and backup. So different vendors, they can use different terminology. So any one it's fine. Now, if you want to maintain the high availability, I have one question now. Whatever security profiles we are configuring, so whether can we get the signature updates for all these signature updates? Can we get signature? It contains any version or not, first of all?
Yes, it
Sig-
contains
signature-
versions.
Yes, it contains versions. That's right.
And signature updates also we need because it
Exactly.
will update.
Yes, you are right. So
Yeah,
signature, all these contain signature versions. So weekly ones or daily ones, this vendor will release the updates. That is called signature updates. Okay. Why? Because all over the worldwide, there are different types of attacks are happening. So all these antivirus, file block, what are licensing we are purchasing, for each and every license is version number. So nothing but that version number, signature number. So those things, version numbers also will be changed. Okay. So if you want to maintain the high availability, there are a couple of conditions are mandatory. Maintaining the high availability, couple of conditions are mandatory. Those conditions are high availability conditions for firewall. So first condition is two different model numbers should not, it will not work out to, okay, so high availability. Example, primary model number may be 3050. Example, primary is 3050. Palo Alto 3050. So secondary is our backup 3060. PA means Palo Alto 3060. Whether high availability will work in this scenario? Primary is 3050, secondary is 3060. Whether high availability will work in between these two?
No,
Only
Why?
one.
that
Only it should be
version
maintained
is
one only.
changing now.
Yeah.
3050 and 3060.
Yeah, hardware backend configuration, hardware or product development is different. PA 3050 hardware development is different. What a product development they are doing, and PA 3060 product development is different. So these two products are completely different. These two are two different model numbers. So in between two model numbers, firewall high availability will not work. So what is the condition? First condition is two firewall model numbers must be same. Must, not may. So must be same. So that is the first condition. So that means if primary firewall is 3050, secondary firewalls also must be 3050. So that is the first condition. Two firewalls, model numbers must be same. Then only high availability will work. Because two different model numbers and two different hardwares, two different products. So firewall high availability will not work. So second condition, primary firewall firmware version, example 9.0 version, firmware version or OS version. Secondary firewall version may be 8.0. Whether high availability will work? Primary is 9.0, secondary firewall firmware version is 8.0. Whether high availability work in this scenario?
No.
No, it will not
Yes.
work. No, this is 9.0, this is 8.0, firmware, OS version. Here 8.0 and here 9.0. So two firewalls must be same firmware or OS version. Then only high availability condition will work or high availability will work. Otherwise, it will not work. So second condition is two firewalls firmware or OS version must be same. Otherwise, firewall high availability will not match. The primary firewall is going down, secondary firewall will not come into picture. Okay. So third condition, whatever signatures. So if purchasing the licensing, example, yesterday we were discussing about licensing option. All these licensing has a version number. Example, it's 1.0 version, it's 2.0, maybe it's 1.1. So antivirus is 1.2, Wi-Fi is 1.3, and so on. All these are version numbers. If primary firewall, whatever version is there, even secondary firewall version also must be same. That is the third condition. Two firewall signature updates of the licenses must be same. Otherwise, synchronization will not happen between primary and secondary. Okay. So these licenses, what are we are purchasing, these licenses has version number also, nothing but signatures. So the signature is not constant. So either daily or maybe weekly or monthly, these signatures will change. And we have to do automatic updates, not manual updates. Automatic updates, it will happen every day at midnight, 12 o'clock. So any updates are happening or any new signatures are coming. Firewall will look into all those signatures, it will update automatically. It's not a manual effort. Okay. So that is the time we have to define. So in case vendor is releasing the signature today, so that means tonight. So Fortinet firewall vendor or Palo Alto firewall vendor validate today, is there any signatures are released by Fortinet vendor or maybe Palo Alto vendor. At 12 o'clock, it will look into and automatically it will download those updates and it will install also updates. So there is no manual intervention is required. There is no human being is required. Okay. So this is like our, consider your mobile. So in our mobile, if you want to update any signature, where you will go? Application signature, where you will update your
Settings,
Play Store.
software
Play
updates.
Store. Play Store.
Play Store. That's correct answer. Play Store. We'll go to Play Store and we can go and we can upload our signature. WhatsApp, okay, what is the latest version? Or maybe Facebook, or maybe Twitter, or Instagram, Gmail, and so on. So we can go to Play Store, just you can give update there automatically. So whether any firewall, I mean mobile restart is required, if you want to update the signature of the application side,
No.
not required, correct. So if you want to apply any signatures for applications in the mobile side, there is no restart is required. But if you want to upgrade entire your mobile version, OS version of your mobile of current version is 3.0, maybe tomorrow, so 4.0, 4.0 new version is released. In that scenario, if you want to upgrade your mobile, whether restart is required or
Fully
Required.
restart will
Yes, it
be
required.
required.
exact. So that is the same concept you can apply here also. If you want to apply signature, there is no need to restart the firewall. Just it will download and it will automatically update. Okay. So in our
both
mobile,
sides, primary and secondary, it will automatically update.
yes, yeah, synchronization. Yes, both it will happen synchronization.
That's okay.
So two firewalls, license versions must be same. So these three conditions are mandatory for firewall high available. Okay. So now I will show diagram how it looks like for firewall high availability. So I will go now here. So this is primary firewall. So this is secondary firewall. So what is the firewall model number, whatever FortiGate demo firewall it contains in the online? What is the model number of the FortiGate firewall demo tool? Whatever I opened this one, right? What is model number? Anyone?
7.0.
4.0.
7.0. 7.0.
I'm not asking what firmware version, model number.
00.
00.
7.4.
No, not firmware version, model number. Model number is different. I think it's 2400, right?
Okay.
2400 or 1800. Anyway, so example, consider this one is one of the FortiGate model number is 1800 or 2100. I can say. So this is the primary firewall. So this is secondary firewall. Or backup. Now, whatever configuration you are doing, same configuration, it is applicable to backup as well. Whatever connections you are giving to primary firewall, same connection we have to give secondary firewall also. Now you can tell me, as per network architecture diagram, what are the connections we have to give to firewall? As per network architecture diagram. Now you can tell me, first connection where we have to give. Anyone?
Switches, in between switches.
So core switch, okay?
Core switch, active switch.
Core switch is one of the things we'll give one connection. Okay, second connection. Second connection. As per
Servers.
servers.
Yes. Servers, assets.
Assets not a
Workstation.
mandatory. Workstations are not a mandatory because which will maintain. As per network architecture diagram, one of the connection will go to. As per network architecture diagram.
Proxy, NADS, NAPS.
Yeah. So NADS, NAPS.
Will
Proxy.
comes this side now.
Even left side also, left side and right side, you have to think both.
Okay.
So one of the connection ISP router. One of the connection is belongs to web application firewall.
Web application firewall, email gateway.
WAF. So now how these interfaces, so each and everything now we are connecting. So this is like an interface now. This is WAF interface using RJ45. So this is one of the interface, this is one of the interface, this is one of the interface, this is one of the interface. If I want to show this one. You can see now here, example 8 interfaces in this one. One of the interface we have to configure, that one we have to give to WAF. Second interface we have to configure, that one we have to give to servers. Third interface we have to configure, that one we have to give to core switch. Fourth interface we have to configure, that one we have to give to email gateway. Fifth interface we have to configure, that one we have to give NADS and APS. Sixth interface we have to configure and we have to give to proxy. In such a way, we have to configure the interfaces. And after that, we have to connect. When you say connect, just a physical RJ45 or Ethernet connection. So you can put one of the RJ45 connection here and take that RJ45 and insert to web application firewall. In the similar way, so RJ45 connector you can take and you can insert to ISP router. And RJ45 connection you can insert here and also connected to now NADS and APS device. Next one is connected to RJ45 here, then connected to proxy.
Email gateway.
Yeah, in such a we have to configure. So that is meant by these lines, guys. Now it's you got it right. Example, these are all 12 interfaces. All those 12 interfaces. So based on our requirement, how many devices we want to monitor, all those things we have to configure. So these are all interfaces. Yeah. So this is like RJ45. Whatever line I'm creating now, it's a RJ45. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or
Sir,
not?
how we will connect? Sir, how we will connect secondary?
Same
the
as
primary
it is.
firewall.
Same as it is.
Same.
High availability, one of the option is available. So we have to connect this high availability interface.
One is enough, RJ45 or
One is enough.
another buying of another hardware.
No, we have to purchase one more model number. Same concept, same configuration is applicable to here also now. Same as it is. Whatever primary configuration you are doing, it is applicable to. We have to do it for secondary as well. So same thing, we have same as it is.
Okay, now I clear.
So this core switch now. Now these are all servers.
Same NIDS, high speed router availability.
Yeah, same everything is same as servers, NIDS, NIPs, replication basically. That is called synchronization. Now I have one question. How this, which firewall will act as a primary and which firewall will act as a secondary based on what parameter? So how these firewall will come to know which one will act as a primary and which one will act as secondary?
Maybe we have to choose
What we have to choose?
like for example, in PhonePe we use multiple bank accounts. We select the one bank account for primary. In that scenario, maybe.
So here always it will exchange. I said one of the high availability condition also. When I think the last time Ravi is asked one of the question. Which server will act? Which server will act as a primary and which server will act as a secondary? How automatic condition will happen? So heartbeat or hello messages. So it will exchange always heartbeat or hello messages in between these two. So now I have one question here. Which one will act as a primary? Which one will act as secondary? Based on what parameter, what condition?
Based on
Yes,
Health
based on-
checks.
No. So why can't this one is the primary and why can't this one is backup? Why can't this one is primary? Why can't this one is backup? For this one, we have to make election setting. Election setting. When you say election setting, so
Both are
number.
ready to.
So meaning here always primary firewall election setting or configuration higher number as compared to secondary. Example. So maybe primary firewall we are giving 100 as a election setting. So secondary firewall election setting and configuration always less than primary.
80.
less than 100.
Yeah. So we can give 99 or 80 or whatever it may be 80 example. So according to these conditions, now we can think like, okay, primary firewall is this one and secondary firewall is this one. Is it clear or? So based on the election settings, so we can configure primary firewall and secondary firewall. Always primary firewall election setting or score is less, secondary firewall. Okay, so score is always less than primary firewall. So according to this score, we can conclude that which firewall will act as a primary and which firewall will act as a secondary. Okay, always primary firewall score is higher than secondary firewall. So in this scenario now, 100 is primary, backup is 8. In such you have to configure. It's one of the configuration. Setting, just setting. So this is called high availability, guys. Now, this primary is going down. This primary is going down. Automatically, this backup will come into picture. Why? Because in between these two, hello or heartbeat messages are exchanged. Okay. And this one is going down, and this one will, anyway, it will act as a primary. Okay. So that is about firewall high availability. Okay. Now I will put condition for firewall high availability. Which one will act as a primary? Entire question this one. And which one will act as a, if you are going for firewall entire compulsory firewall, so high availability concept they will ask. Which one will act as primary and which one will act as second?
Based upon election setting,
Yes.
can consider.
Based on election settings. always primary firewall score is higher than secondary firewall. So example, primary firewall is 100, secondary firewall is 90 or 80. That is the condition for high availability part. Now firewall upgrade we will see. Okay. Firewall upgrade. So take same example, same as it is, whatever I have drawn. If you want to make a firewall upgrade, so current version of the FortiGate firewall, what version you said? 7 dot? What version? 7 dot?
Not 0.
7.0 dot? What version? What version of firewall? I think it's 7.3.4 something.
Right now 7.4.
7.2.5. 7.2.5.
5. 4.2 is 2.5.
7.2.5. So example, now this version is 7.2.5. Entire question, this one also, which firewall version you worked out. So this is also 7.2.5. Maybe tomorrow, vendor is releasing 7.3. Now we have to upgrade the firewall from 7.2.5 to 7.3. So in that scenario, how can you upgrade the firewall? Anyone? Current version of the firewall is 7.2.5 and next latest one is 7.3. So always we have to upgrade the firewalls, otherwise features are not applicable, right? So current version of the firewall is 7.2.5 and latest version is 7.3. If you want to upgrade the firewall from 7.2.5 to 7.3, what you have to do? Anyone?
Automatic way.
Automatic? No, it's not possible automatic. So who will test all the applications are working on it? Everything is doing automatic. Signature updates is automatic way, but firewall upgrades completely we have to do manual way only because restart is required.
Like break up the connection.
Okay, first break up the connection. After that, before implementing firewall upgrade.
Hardwares.
Okay, before implementing firewall upgrade, we have to raise one thing. What is
Ticket.
Yeah,
Raising
change
ticket.
request. Change
raise a
request.
change request? Yes, that's correct. Raise a change request. First, we have to raise a change request because we are implementing the change now. Upgrading the firewall from 7.2.5 to 7.3. And after making all these upgrades, change request, we have to take our SOC manager approval or network security manager approval, client or customer approval, and also CAP director approval. Which process we are following for change request?
ITIL process.
ITIL process, that's correct answer. ITIL. Under ITIL, we have instant lifecycle management process, change management process, problem statement, and solution statement. These 4 are we discussed already. So now we have to implement change request. So the change request we have to raise in a ServiceNow ticketing tool or a Jira ticketing tool, whatever tool we are using. So first we have to raise a change request and we have to take a permission from our manager. And after that, we have to put this one in the CAP director. Okay. After that, we have to take the approval from the client or customer. Then only we have to do upgrades. Why? Because weekdays, these people complete work on employees. That is the reason it's better to take and upgrade firewall always weekend. So now coming back, if you want to upgrade the firewall, as I said, I did blunder mistake for one of the customer location. Without broke up the connection, I upgraded 2 firewalls at a time. So first thing is, so we have to break up the connection. When you say break up the connection, just you can remove this line. That's it. Just you can remove high availability line or Ethernet interface line. So automatically physical connectivity will be broke up. Once physical connectivity or high availability broke up, it's happened, then even you can make backup firewall as a primary. Otherwise, you can upgrade directly backup firewall, so that's fine. So you can upgrade one firewall, that may primary or secondary. One firewall you can make it as a primary, and you can continue business operation. I'm repeating once again. First, to break up the connection in between primary and secondary. That is the first condition. After break up the connection, it's happened. Now what we have to do? So we have to upgrade example backup firewall from 7.2.5 to 7.3. Till that time, primary firewall will act as a primary, and any malicious content it is happening by the attackers, it will block it. So now,
I have one doubt.
yes, please.
In that patch update, then that updates, it will be not properly configured.
Hmm.
Then backup firewall will be have some issue. If you are removing this connection RJ45, then it will take backup to backup check backup from this primary.
So that is the reason we have to first and foremost, whenever if we want to upgrade firewall, we have to go and speak with the vendor. So example 7.3. In 7.3 latest version, is there any bugs are existing? Is there any issues are existing? So couple of times what will happen, without proper testing of the vendor, they will release to the public. So they will not do proper testing from their case. So whether firewall reboot will happen or not, is in that entire code, which becomes a product development, software development life cycle. So what are programming languages they are using, maybe sometimes it will not happen properly. So yes, I will agree with you in this scenario. Before going and before upgrading any firewall, first always take a general availability GA. There are different types of environments will be there for the product development. One is called GA, general availability. It's not but publicly available. So next one is a pre-prod. So nothing but before going to the production, one more deployment they will do. And next one is general availability is also called as a production or online. So next one is testing environment. Next one is development environment. This one we discuss part of software development lifecycle. It's a product development basically. So now always you can take generally availability version of the respective. So maybe this development environment is 7.5 and the testing environment 7.5 and pre-prod also 7.5. This is all right now. It is not available to public. So every time vendor what they will do, they will try to do the product development. Okay, it's not released to the public. Whatever release they release to the public. So that is 7.3 only. So 7.5 will come maybe in another 2 months or another 6 months. Now before going to the upgrading of the firewall, just you can send an email to the FortiGate vendor or Palo Alto vendor just for confirmation. Is there any bugs are existing in the generally availability software or firmware version, whatever? Okay, so what you have to write? Okay, this so and so customer, we were planning to upgrade our firewall. Could you please confirm what is the latest stable version of the firmware related to Palo Alto or FortiGate? That's what you have to send an email. Otherwise, you can raise a technical support ticket also. Now they will confirm, okay, 7.3, there are no bugs are existing. We tested several environments. It looks perfectly all right. So you can go and you can upgrade the firewall. So based on their confirmation, now 7.3 software version we have to download. So this 7.3 firmware version where we have to download, either we can download in the respective support portal or maybe firewall on the firewall itself. So either we can download this one in the support portal or maybe the firewall itself. After taking this firewall, now we have to go and we have to break up the connection. Is it clear? It's a very good question. Thanks for asking. So one time what
Yeah.
happened is without asking the vendor, what I have done is I downloaded general availability version, and in that software version, so some bug was existing that I'm not sure. I went to the customer location. This is for another customer. I went to customer location along with me. One more guy was sitting, and we both are doing the upgrading of the firewalls. Unfortunately, even though we tried more than 8 hours, we are not able to upgrade the firewall. First of all, it is completing only 50%, and after 50%, completely buffer, and so on. It is not moving to 100%. So then we stopped that particular upgrade process itself, and then we reverted back to normal operations as a primary and backup. That's why backup plan is very, very important. Something you are implementing any change. We reverted back within the 8 hours of the time whatever we have. Then we contacted the vendor. When you say vendor, tool vendor, FortiGate vendor, Palo Alto vendor. So then when we contacted that vendor, then vendor confirmed that unfortunately one bug was existing in that 7.3. Please don't upgrade to 7.3. You can upgrade to 7.3.1. This is the condition they provide. And the next Saturday, once again, one more weekend, we already taken one more change request, and we took the approval, all these. And once again, myself and one more guy went to the site, and we upgraded the firewall. That time it took only, okay, so not even 30 minutes to upgrade the 2 firewalls. So that's what the condition you have to do here. So whenever you're upgrading any firewall, please contact the vendor just for reconfirm whether any bugs are existing, even though it's a generally availability or general available firmware version to the public. Couple of times we are not aware. That is the reason we have to go and we have to read all these reading notes. In 7.3, couple of people, they will give notes as well. So whether any bugs are existing in the software version or not. Okay, clear or not?
Yes,
Is it-
clear.
Yes, sir.
So now we have to upgrade the firewall here. So just to break up the connection. First condition for firewall upgrade, break up the connection. Now second one is, so you can upgrade this one, it will act as a primary itself. You can upgrade secondary firewall, or backup firewall. Firewall to latest version. So after upgrading, so you will make this one as a primary, and suddenly you will upgrade secondary also. Example, you upgrade this one 7.2.5 to 7.3. So after upgrading this one, now this one will act as a primary, and you will upgrade secondary firewall, primary firewall.
Yes, sir.
No, wrong. We have to monitor at least 2 or 1 days. We don't know how the applications will work. We don't know how the application compatibility, whether all the applications will work or not, whether all the users are able to access all the applications. What is the northeast traffic is going, and what is the southwest traffic is coming. Inbound traffic plus outbound traffic, we have to monitor at least 1 or 2 days. Okay. So third one is monitor upgraded firewall. One or 2 days. Why we have to monitor? Whether all the application compatibility issues, whether all the end users are able to access the traffic, what is the inbound traffic, what is the outbound traffic, whether all applications working properly or not. In that particular time, if this firewall is also going down, in that particular time, because this one we are monitoring, we are did not bring it to the production environment. If this firewall is going down, in one of the Cisco interview, Google interview, they asked me same question. You are upgrading the firewall, and this one you are monitoring for 1 or 2 days, and this firewall also going down, then what will you do? What is the answer? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
So you are upgrading secondary firewall. Okay, you are monitoring 1 or 2 days. Now only one firewall is there in the online. correct? Now this firewall same time, that 1 or 2 days only, that firewall is going down. So do you have any backup now? No. So in that scenario, what will you do? What is the answer? What is the answer? Spare device, spare parts. So we have to purchase one more device. That means third device also mandatory. We don't have any other option, obviously. Either only two options we have. We have to purchase one more with stand, spare device. Okay. So that one we have to keep it. Otherwise, we have to accept the risk. These two conditions. We have to accept the risk. Otherwise, we have to put one more spare device. That is the condition. Other than these two things, we don't have any option. So purchasing one more device and putting spare device, it's very expensive. So we have to accept the risk. Simple. Okay. So now, after upgrading this one, now make upgraded firewall as a primary. Okay. Next one. Upgrade the secondary firewall to latest version. After upgrading everything, what we have to do now? We are upgraded 2 firewalls now. After that, what we have to do? What we have to do after that?
You need to take backup. You need to take backup.
Bring it back to normal
You need to
operation.
synchronize that.
Yeah, we have to synchronize and we have to bring it back to high availability. Synchronize and bring it back to high availability. So this is the way how we can upgrade the firewalls. So break up the connection in between primary and secondary, upgrade the secondary firewall or backup firewall to latest version, monitor upgraded firewall at least 1 or 2 days. Okay. Now, whatever upgraded firewall, you can make it as a primary and you can continue the business operation. And whatever primary firewall is sitting, you can upgrade that firewall. And after that, synchronize those 2 firewalls and bring it back to high availability. So this is called firewall upgrade. Okay. So
In
next.
case any trouble is occur in that primary or secondary, if you can directly troubleshoot, or if you
revert back.
first disable that firewall.
Revert. So we have change window concept, I said. What is change window? Change window. So that is the reason. It's a good question, Manoj, once again. Whenever you are making any upgrading of the firewalls, better you can raise a ticket with the vendor. Today we are upgrading the firewalls. So be online, and in case if you are facing any issues, any rebooting issues, because rebooting it will take approximate 5 minutes or maybe even 2 or 3 minutes also. Okay. So even CPU relations will go. Sometimes firewall will be upgraded perfectly all right, but CPU relation will reach very high, 80%, 90% it will reach. Okay. So firewall is one of the model number from Palo Alto side. It's a PA 2500. PA 2500. It's one of the worst firewall entire Palo Alto side. So this firewall, they ship to each and every country all over the worldwide without checking the proper product development. PA 2500 model number. Okay. So without validating proper testing, proper bugs. So what they have done? So they ship to every country all over the worldwide. So now whoever took this customer or whoever purchased this tool, or firewall, all those customers given one complaint stating that so this firewall is doing lot of bandwidth consumption. It is reaching 90%. 90% bandwidth utilization. 9% CPU utilization, should not reach that much. If it will reach that much, automatically firewall will be okay. So broken, applications will not work out properly. It should be maximum below 10% only. Any CPU utilizations of the firewall should be less than 10%. But this firewall hardware model number has some of the issues and it is reaching 90%. Even though they upgraded several times, in the new firmware versions also, unfortunately, whatever bug they have, they are not able to rectify the mistake. And finally, Palo Alto vendor itself, what they have done, so they demolished this entire firewall. Meaning here, so
Change.
no,
Yes, sir.
PA25 2500 model number, they made it like it's not existing. They made it like end of life, EOL, end of life. Yeah, flourishing, that's correct. That's what they have done. Because customer satisfaction is very important. They made it like end of life. Okay, don't purchase this tool. So unfortunately, so sorry from mistake from our side. And what are existing customers they have, they ship it to 2,600 with free of cost. For every customer, they have to make customer satisfy also. Now what they have done, instead of 2,500 model number, for every customer whoever purchased PA2500, so they shipped one more model number is PA2600 with free of cost. Because customers are very important. So that's what it's happened. Yeah. Coming back to your question, whenever you are facing any issues at the time of firewall upgrade, so before going to the firewall upgrade itself, so you can raise safely one ticket. Please come to online and be available without 8 hours. So that in case you are facing any issues related to bugging options or related to troubleshooting options, then they will come to online and they will troubleshoot it. Who will troubleshoot here? They means. Who will troubleshoot here?
Vendor tech support.
Vendors.
Yeah, vendor tech
Vendors,
support.
server
That's correct.
team.
Vendor tech support. That's correct. So
So I
that's
got
what,
the doubt, sir.
Sorry?
Hello. I got doubt. At number 3 in firewall upgrade, number 3, monitor upgraded firewall for 1 or 2 days. So during this monitoring, if you have found that there is no compatibility, there are some compatibility issues.
in case
do
compatibility issues are there in that scenario, anyway, so that is the reason before upgrading the firewall itself, we have to ask whether really any compatibility issues will is existing, whether any other customers upgraded or not. That confirmation we have to take it from the vendor. So still any compatibility issues are existing, then we have to revert back to our 7.2.5. So nothing but previous version. Clear? So
Yeah.
after taking the confirmation only we have to upgrade. So this is what we have to do. Any vendor all over the world, but or any customer, they upgrade to latest version. Okay, that confirmation we have to take it from the vendor. Then only you can upgrade from our side. And still you are facing some of the application compatibility issues, then you have to revert back to previous version. Don't upgrade to 7.3. Wait for some more days, and once 7.5 is released, upgrade to 7.5. We can't do anything. It's from vendor side issues. We can blame vendor. Why? Because we are paying $10,000 as a technical support or premium support.
Yes.
So that is about firewall upgrade part. And next one is firewall licensing signature. So what are firewall license signatures are there? It has to do automatic updates. So these automatic updates. So current version maybe, as I said, these are all the versions. Example. Example only. So maybe this is 2.0. So this is 3.0. This 4.0. And 5.0. Maybe 5.0. So every day or maybe weekly once, they will release the updates. we have to make sure that these signatures should be upgraded. Okay. So it's an automatic update, not manual update. Update automatically by scheduling update signature automatically by scheduling the time. So that is about firewall signature part. It's automatic updates. Most of the cases, what we can do, we can take care midnight at 12 o'clock. So midnight 12 o'clock means what is the time we have to define? Every day midnight. What is the time? Every day midnight.
11:59.
59
12
00. No, this is the
0
one.
0.
This is what you have to define. So once you are scheduling this 0000, so automatically firewall will check daily basis from vendor side any signatures are released and it will download as well as it will install. That is called automatic updates. Okay.
It will take for update purpose 15 minutes, huh?
No. It will take not even 1 minute. So it will take 1 minute max. So see, every day all the signatures will not be upgraded. So maybe today they will release URL filtering. Tomorrow they will release threat prevention and so on. Upgrading the entire firewall, it will take 1 hour maximum. But these signatures, it will take maximum 2 or 3 minutes maximum. So
In
next
previous classes, you said no, once upon a time, I configured 2 firewalls at a time. In the time of 15 minutes, lagging is there for in Gulf country petrol
right.
pump.
Yeah, so what
That
I
is
have done,
full update.
entire upgrade, firewall upgrade. So without
Okay.
break up this connection, I upgrade 2 firewalls. So I downloaded the latest software version and without break up this connection, I forgot to go to data center to remove this connection.
And
So-
even there is no spare also.
Yeah, there is no spare also. So instead of upgrade, even they asked, even condition also it came. One of the warning also came. Do you want to upgrade the firewall? Yes, I clicked instead of no. So then these 2 firewalls upgrade simultaneously, parallelly. And after that, it is taking 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes is not going to complete yet. And so all the applications, they are not able to access oil and gas related couple of applications. Now all the end users, they are giving complaint to headquarters, stating that we are not able to dig the oil. Okay. So that's what it's at. Yeah. So next topic is VPN, guys, virtual private network. So as I said, firewall itself, it will act as a VPN. Otherwise, we have to make dedicated VPN tool or maybe server. Okay. So firewall, most of the companies, what they are doing, so they are purchasing firewall along with VPN license also. So we have seen practically also couple of candidates came and they given tool. Example, Sai Kiran came and he explained about logarithm. So they are using Pulse Secure, not Pulse Secure, Global Protect. So Global Protect is from Palo Alto. So if you are purchasing Palo Alto, so they have one more additional VPN option that is called Global Protect Client. So how many end users or employees are there in the organization? For all those employees, we have to purchase VPN Connect. So nothing but VPN clients. So second thing is on the Fortinet side, Forti client. Okay. So on the Cisco side, Cisco AnyConnect. So these are all firewall itself, it will act as a VPN. But we have dedicated tools also existing. That is called Pulse Secure from Juniper, and also Citrix and Jetscaler, Gscaler. Those are dedicated tools. So either firewall can be act as a VPN or maybe dedicated tool also we can purchase, completely depending on our choice and based on our budget constraints. Okay. So now there are 2 different types of VPNs. One is called remote or IPsec VPN. Second one is site-to-site VPN. Okay. So remote VPN or IPsec VPN from past 3.5 years, most of the people are working from work from home option. How that one is possible? Through remote VPN or IPsec VPN. A remote VPN is also called as IPsec VPN. Okay. So second one is site to site VPN. Your office is located, so Bangalore or Hyderabad location. Your headquarters is located maybe California, US location. So first you have to connect to Hyderabad VPN connectivity. From there you have to connect to now USA, California. So first you are connected to Hyderabad one side. From there you are connected to California. It's called site to site. So there are two different types of VPNs. One is remote VPN or IPsec VPN. Second one is site to site. So before going to that one, so first what we have to do, what we will do, sorry, I will define the what is VPN. I provide all the definition also previously. So once again we can see. So VPN full form is virtual private network. Okay. So it is a virtual connection between end user to office location via public network or internet. Once the end user is connected, to VPN, it will form a tunnel between end user system to respect to office location. In the tunnel only, traffic will be transferred or traffic will be, or data will be flow. The tunnel, data or traffic will be transferred. So this VPN connectivity will provide. So what are the different types of things it will provide? It will provide encryption, non-repudiation, authenticity, confidentiality, and integrity. So these are the things will be provided by VPN connectivity. Who is doing what? So whether end user is connected, so it is a basically what is VPN? It's a virtual network in between either site to site or maybe in between end user to the respective location where he's trying to. Even though, what is the keyword we have to remember here? It's a public network or internet. This is the keyword.
In between NAT will be there, network address translator,
Yes.
gateway.
So public network or internet is a keyword. Even though we are using internet, even though we are using public network, one of the connection will form. So when you say tunnel, it's like a pipe. In the pipe, how the water will go, same way in the tunnel only traffic or data can be transferred in between enders to the office location or maybe site to site. So that is called VPN. So every end user system we have to connect to VPN client. So that client will provide encryption, nothing but whatever data we are transferring, it has one of the key. That is called password or key. So it will provide encryption, it will provide non-repudiation. So trustworthy of the data, authenticity. Who is sending the data? So authenticity, confidentiality. So it will provide even confidentiality of the data, privacy of the data. Attacker cannot break the VPN connectivity and he can't see what data end user is sent. And also integrity. So that is obviously trustworthy of the data by the end user. Okay. So these are all the different types of things. Can even traceability also we can do it. When you say traceability, what is the identity of the person who has done what? So because here they have to connect to the VPN, then only they will access respect to office application. You know, traceability also possible. That is called authenticity anyway. So these are things it will follow. Okay. Now there are two different. What is the VPN number, guys? IPsec VPN number. Port number.
137 IPsec.
Yeah.
137, 138.
500.
500.
Yeah, 500. NetBIOS is 137 to 130. So IPsec is 500. So if you want to make a VPN connectivity on the VPN opening part, we have to open the port number 500, the firewall level, even end user system level also. Then only we can configure this VPN connectivity. So there are two different types of, okay, so VPN connectivity or VPN, types of VPN. So as I said, one is remote VPN.
And second is side-to-side VPN.
Yes. So remote VPN also called as IPsec VPN. Second one is side-to-side. Remote VPN and side-to-side VPN. So first I'll explain about remote VPN. For this one, I have to go to the draw.io. Now I'll take one of the end user system. This is PC. This is VPN portal. Next VPN gateway. Gateway take route. This is our headquarters of this application. Consider this is office building. So now, if you want to make a remote VPN, there are three components are mandatory. First component is VPN client. Second one is VPN portal. Third one is VPN gate. So these are all main components for the remote VPN or IPsec VPN. VPN client. Second one is VPN portal. Third one is VPN gate. So VPN client. So VPN client meaning here. So each and every end user system we have to connect to VPN. It's a piece of software. What is EDR agent? What is EDR agent?
Also software.
It's a piece of software we have to install on the every end user system. In this similar way, even VPN client also we have to install each and every employee of the machine. And after that, it will ask username and password, like a credentials. So username and password. Couple of things it will ask multi-factor authentication also MFA. Okay, for VPN also it will ask MFA. So token or maybe authenticator and so on. So this VPN client where we have to deploy, this VPN connectivity we have to deploy in the end user system. It's a piece of software. It is a piece of software and should be installed on each and every end user machine. So that is called VPN client.
RSA token move is also comes under that.
RSA token authentication, yes.
Yes.
Now coming back here, as per the diagram, so where we have to deploy VPN client out of these four, where we have to deploy VPN client out of these four,
Router.
VPN client, each and every end user system means what? End user system, which one in this one?
VPN.
Computer, PC.
Computer.
Yeah, so VPN client we have to deploy here. Now, after deploying and providing the username and password, now this connection will go to VPN port. After giving the username and password multi-factor authentication, now that particular connection it will go to VPN portal. Now VPN portal, what it will do? What exactly VPN portal? It will provide the list of the gateways or routers information all over the worldwide. It will provide list of the gateway or router information all over the worldwide. Meaning here vendor will maintain list of gateways or routers. Okay, for a list of the vendor gateway routers, I put vendor. So meaning here, this portal example, it contains couple of routers or belongs to India is one of the router, Palo Alto side or FortiGate side or Juniper side or Cisco side. In India, Mumbai location, Singapore location, and also Japan location. In the similar way, Middle East, Dubai location, and Europe, Netherlands location, and maybe Africa, South Africa location, and South America, maybe Brazil, or North America, Canada, Mexico, and also USA. These are the list of the gateway routers located all over the world. So example, India, Singapore, Netherlands, Dubai, USA, Canada, Australia, South Africa, so example. Now, this VPN portal contains example. These are all the different types of gateways or routers. Now, always VPN client will choose nearest gateway router. So example, now you are sitting in Hyderabad location and you are giving connectivity in Palo Alto or FortiGate or Cisco, which router it will choose? Out of all these?
India.
Nearby which router?
India.
India, obviously India. In case India, that particular router is not existing in that scenario,
Which are available routers is there near to?
yeah, near to what is that other than India?
Singapore.
In case India is not there, Singapore or maybe Dubai. Singapore or Dubai. So in such a way, it will take the nearest gateway router. So now, anyway, India is one of the leading country, and also almost every vendor, they have their own data centers in India as well. So now it will go to India router now. So connection will now establish to India router or India gateway here. This is India router. So VPN gateway, it will provide the gateway information or router information. Gateway or router information to route. Now finally, connection will be through that router. Now connection will go to through public IPs and it will reach to our office location. Okay. Now one tunnel will form, that's what I said. So the tunnel is in between end user to office location. This is tunnel per suppose. In this tunnel only, traffic will go and attacker cannot see, even he can't try man in the middle attacks as well. Okay. Now, where is the internet? Internet will come into picture here. It's a public network or internet. So this is called remote VPN or IPsec VPN. Okay. So how to explain this remote VPN or IPsec VPN? So remote VPN or IPsec VPN contains three components. First one is VPN client. Second one is VPN portal. Third one is VPN gate. VPN client has to install each and every end user machine, and the end user has to provide the credentials to authenticate VPN. Once end user is authenticated VPN, that particular connection go to VPN portal. VPN portal will provide the list of the gateways, routers information, and always it will choose the nearest gateway router. So that nearest gateway router connection will be established to our office location. Finally, even though we are using public network or internet, one of the tunnel will form between end user to the office location. This is the way how the remote VPN will work. Okay, it will provide encryption, it will provide authenticity, it will provide integrity, it will provide non-repetition, even it will prevent man-in-the-middle attacks whenever attack is doing session hijacking or VPN authentication failures or impossible traversal attack. This is what you have to explain. Any doubt in this one? Any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Clear.
That is about remote VPN. Now coming back to site VPN. Now this guy will connect to first, this is our Bangalore location or Hyderabad location. Okay, after connecting here, one more building, I will put it, maybe headquarters is there in some other location, or maybe example Bangalore you can consider. Bangalore is headquarters and branch office is Hyderabad. After connecting here, one more tunnel will form between office applications are located in Bangalore, example. Site-to-site VPN also, it will work through this particular internet only. Okay. So this is site-to-site VPN. First user will connect to Hyderabad location. From there, we have to connect to Bangalore location. This is to site VPN. So because our critical applications are located in the headquarters. So here critical applications are located. So this is site. First we have to connect it to one site VPN. From there we have to connect it to another site VPN. This is called site-to-site. Because I have to access the critical applications, whatever it is located in the headquarters. So this is site-to-site. Okay. So in site-to-site VPN, there are two different types of pages. Two phases. One is phase 1. In phase 1, in between one site to another site. What are the two sites here now? What are two sites here? Hyderabad and Bangalore. In between these two sites, 3 messages will be exchanged. Hello, hello, hi, hi. In such way, negotiations will happen. Okay. heartbeat message will be exchanged, or message will be exchanged. So in site-to-site VPN, in phase 1, 3 messages will be exchanged, like a hello, hi, and so on. In phase 2, security negotiations will happen and encryption negotiations will happen. Weak cipher, strong ciphers. Okay. Which type of encryption we are using? Are you using RSA, or are you using Diffie-Hellman? Are you using so elliptical curve cryptography? Are we using Elgamal or Knapsack? All those. So can you-
Elgamal,
Yeah.
Diffie-Hellman,
yes. So in such
RSA.
a way, 6 messages will be exchanged. Authentication header, okay, encryption related, ciphers related, 6 messages will be exchanged. In phase 1, 3 messages. In phase 2, 6 messages. Altogether now, 9 messages. And finally, site-to-site VPN will form. So that is called IKE phase 1, IKE phase 2. So phase 1 is called as IKE, Internet Key Exchange. And IKE phase 2. I have one question now. For VPN, whether SSL/TLS certificates are mandatory, or whether certificates will be used or not. For VPN, whether certificates should be required. Certificate. Where can we deploy certificate, SSL/TLS certificates?
Website, web browsing purpose,
Yeah,
websites.
web browsing, only one websites. But not only the websites, second thing is VPN connectivity also. That is called IKE, Internet Key Exchange. So there are 3 different types of places normally we can use SSL/TLS certificates. One is websites. This one we discuss part of application security. Second one is VPN clients. That is the reason it is providing all those. It will use symmetric plus asymmetric cryptography technology. That's the reason it is providing encryption, authenticity, confidentiality, non-repudiation. Whether it is symmetric or asymmetric. Encryption, authentication, confidentiality, and integrity. Symmetric or asymmetric. What is symmetric cryptography drawbacks? What is symmetric cryptography drawbacks? Hey guys, I'm asking you. Symmetric cryptography drawbacks.
Sir, it is slower.
It does
No, it will
It
provide
does
only
not
confidentiality. That is very
confidentiality.
yeah. So, but on the other hand, asymmetric will provide confidentiality, integrity,
Integrity, availability,
yeah, authenticity, non-repudiation.
patterns.
So VPN client also will provide all these. So second place where you can use SSL/TLS certificate, VPN client. Third place also will use SSL/TLS certificate. Can anyone try? Which place we can use SSL/TLS certificate? One more place. So that is
When certificates, like when you are downloading, when you are writing and downloading, like Amazon, AWS, and professional certificates, there we need
in organization level. I'm asking in organization. RDP, remote desktop connection. So remote desktop connection, example from my system. If I want to connect many other Windows machine or maybe server, so we have to use SSL/TLS certificate. So I can go and I can log into the RDP. Example here, I can type here RDP, and then it will ask IP address of the machine, whatever I want to access. Then it will ask username and password. After clicking on the username and password, it will show one of the window that is called allow. So that is water window, it will appear. It will use SSL/TLS certificate. So these are the 3 different types of places will use SSL/TLS certificates. One is the websites, nothing but here. Second one is the VPN client side. Third one is RDP side. So these are 3 locations. Even VPN client also can use SSL/TLS. So if everybody we are providing RDP access, it's a dangerous, right? So even from 3389 port number, it's opened and they are trying to connect Okay, so without SLTLS certificate, any attacker can hack our Windows servers or Windows machines. Whether RTP is applicable to Linux? Whether RTP is applicable to Linux?
No.
In
No,
Linux
sir. It is
terminology,
Windows. It is for Windows.
Yeah.
Secure shell.
SSH only Linux.
so what about in Linux terminology? RTP,
Secure shell.
SSH.
telnet,
Telnet.
telnet. Yeah. So secure shell is for logging, and so if you want to connect one Linux server to another like Linux server, we have to use telnet, telecommunication network. We have to specify the first log into one Linux server and specify the telnet command, and then you have to specify the IP address of the whatever server you are going to log in, and then port number. So then automatically it will ask username and password. So on the Linux side it is a telnet, and login to the main server is SSH. On the Windows side it's RDP. So last topic, give me only 2 minutes, I will complete, and evening class I will take a practical demo too. NAT, network address translation. Inter question, guys. Network address translation. So what is NAT or network address translation? So it will convert or map private IP to public IP. Meaning here, we should not expose our private IPs to the public. In the intermediate device, our business IPs, business public IPs. Every organization will maintain the business public IPs also. Okay. We should not expose our private IPs to the attackers. For exposing our private IPs to the attacker through internet, the attacker can hack it easily. They will come to know which IP address range we are using, which IP address we are using, whether class A or class B or class C, whether 10 series or 172.16 series or 192.168 series. Okay, so that is the reason what we have to do. So our LAN interface, our trust zone interface, we have to configure to WAN interface. LAN interface, LAN is nothing but our local trust zone interface, and WAN interface is nothing but internet facing interface. Okay, so that is also called untrust, trust and untrust. So our private IPs, what a business public IPs we have, that we can expose to the public, no problem. So that conversion whatever we are doing, or mapping whatever we are doing, that is called network address translation. Converting or mapping our private IP organizations to the public IP organization is called as network address translation. There are 3 different types of NATs we have, types of NAT. One is static NAT. Second one is dynamic NAT. Fourth one is port NAT. So static NAT meaning, anyone can tell what is static NAT? Static NAT, static.
Stationary only. It will not move. And that only stationary.
What is meant by that? What is meant by that?
It's a constant.
It's a constant only. But what can you practical use case or example? It's a constant, you are right. So example, our trust zone interface or LAN interface, we are mapping to WAN interface. See, please remember guys one thing. Whenever you are discussing about firewall topic, always you have to keep network architecture diagram in your mind. Always. So here, example, so we have discussed already previously, allowing of the Facebook, one of the policy we configured. Sorry, blocking of the Facebook. Allowing of social networking also we discussed, second policy. Third policy is blocking of the Instagram we discussed. So now, if one IP we are mapping to one public IP, one private IP we are mapping to one public IP, one business IP, that is called static NAT. 10.10.10. Trust zone IP address we are mapping to our business public IP address is 1.1.1.1. That is called static. What is dynamic now? multiple LAN interfaces or multiple trust zone interfaces, we are mapping to single, okay, public IP, vice versa also. So that time this is called dynamic NAT. Example, our trust zone interfaces are 10.10.10.1. This is one of the interface. Or 10.10.10.2. This is one of the interface. 10.10.10.3. This one of the interface. We are mapping now this one to 1.1.1.1. So this is called dynamic NAT. Okay. What is port NAT then? What is port NAT? This is applicable to both static and dynamic also. You can try now port NAT. Along with mapping of the IP address, even we have to specify the port number also, through which port that communication will be open. Which port is open for communication. You have to specify the port number also. So IP address along with port number. 10.10.10.1. Port number example maybe 443. So 1.1.1.1 443. So secure way of communication. So this is called port NAT. So IP address along with port number, we are mapping the private IP address to the public IP, that is called port NAT. So these are the three different types of nets. This is also one of the very, very famous interview question. If you are going for firewall interview, whatever notes I'm giving, that is sufficient to crack the interview. You can apply for firewall vacancies also. So next one is action of the firewall. Actions. What are different actions firewall will do? What are the actions?
Hello or block
Hello or block?
or quarantine.
Quarantine. No, quarantine is applicable to only EDR. Hello or block?
Alert.
Yeah, these two
Alert.
only. Yeah, alert. Yes, alert. Alert also, sorry. Alert. So these are all the three different types of things. Now I'll ask couple of things in technical terminology, whether you are able to give the answer or not. Packet is allowed. What is meant by this one? Whether it is allow or deny. Allow the connection or deny connection.
Hello.
Allow. Okay. So next one is packet is reset.
Is block.
It's a blocked or allow.
Block.
Blocked.
Yeah. So next one is packet is rejected. This one. Allow or block.
Block.
Yes.
It will
Blocked.
restricted.
Yeah, restricted or blocked. Okay. Next one is packet is retransmitted.
Flag.
One second, it's a blocked and 1 second it's trying to allow it, but 1 second it's a blocking. So it's a blocked and 1 second trying. So every time it will try, and finally we're able to block it. So these are all the things also you can remember. Packet allow, packet reset, packet is rejected, packet is retransmitted. Where we discussed all these topics. Did you remember?
Flags. TCP flags.
TCP flags and one more concept. One is TCP flags, you are right. Second one. One tool, one open source tool. One open source tool. We discussed only open source tool. Virus.com is one thing. Nmap is one thing. Couple of other things. Couple of other websites. One more tool we discussed.
Wireshark.
Wireshark. That's the correct answer. Yeah. Wireshark. So Wireshark. So log integration methods I explained, and also I have shown practically also. So here, log integration methods. Whenever if we want to not able to see the log collection, we have to do the packet capture. Packet capture from source IP to destination IP, and we have to import the packet, and we have to go to Wireshark analyzer or network analyzer. We have to import the packet, and we have to analyze which layer approach it will analyze. Wireshark.
TCP IP.
TCP IP layer. So application layer, transport layer, internet or network layer, finally network interface layer. So these 4 layers, it can be identified by voice layers. So there we have to analyze, especially in the network layer, whether packet is rejected or packet is retransmitted, packet is allowed or packet is rejected. So according to the color code, so red color, ash color, green color, okay, white color. Did you remember Wireshark tool? Yeah, please try to install and you can monitor your Wi-Fi traffic. That is the actions of the our firewall tool. Detection methods. What are detection methods firewall will support? Detection methods. Hey guys, detection methods, yeah.
Packets, IP packets,
Detection methods.
malware,
Sorry.
malware category attacks.
Detection.
Signature.
Signature. I said this is a 1000 times I said this topic.
Okay, artificial intelligence,
Learning.
Machine learning.
Machine learning.
Every
machine
tool,
learning.
Category.
yeah, every tool will support. Okay, so detection methods. Those 2 detection methods are, okay. So signature,
Machine learning, artificial intelligence,
machine
deep
learning,
learning.
artificial and deep analysis.
yes, deep learning, and last one is baseline. These 3 will supported by firewall also. So last one is zones in firewall. You know this one. I no need to explain. Zones in firewall. What are zones?
Is perimeter and internal.
Perimeter.
Zone.
DMZ zone.
And DMZ zone and
One,
trust zone.
two.
Trust zone and
Untrust
trust.
also, sir. Untrust also. Trust, untrust, DMZ 3.
Trust,
Untrust,
Untrust.
DMZ or
DMZ
DMZ.
or DMZ. Now, whatever theoretical part we discussed, just you can apply to firewall. That's it. Whatever network architecture diagram we discussed, initial concept, and whatever we are discussing from past 2 days, theoretical thing, if are perfectly all right, your FortiGate demo tool is very simple to. Just you can keep this one aside whenever you are reading the FortiGate demo tool. Okay. So I did not provide a couple of things, routing basically. So routing also important, firewall routing. So it will use couple of routing. Okay, so those routings are, what are the different types of routing protocols we have? Routing protocols.
BGP.
Yeah,
Border
BGP.
gate.
Yeah, next
Border gateway protocol. RIP router.
one, RIP.
Routing and protocol.
Next one,
Open short path first.
OSPF.
OSPF.
EIGRP.
AIGRP.
Next one, IGRP. Next one, static route,
Static route.
dynamic route, multicast. So these are all the different types of routing protocol. We no need to configure all these. Any one is fine. Either RIP or OSPF or EIGRP or static or dynamic or multicast. One route is fine. But why we have to define the route by the by? What is the reason? Why would we have to define the route in firewall? Otherwise, we can't access the internet. How the internet, see, end users, they are trying to access the internet. It has to provide the route. End user to the access switch to distributor switch to core switch to NADS NAPS to proxy to firewall to ISP router to the public or internet. That route we have to define. Who will provide this route to us, or whether security will take care? Who will provide this route to us? Which team will provide route to us? Security, it is not security team responsibility.
Networking.
Network engineer team or network admin, yes. So they will provide the IP addresses, just we have to copy paste, that's it. Network engineering team or network admin team, they will provide in the router, they will configure and they will give those IP addresses to us. Those IP addresses we have to take and we have to go to the firewall and just copy paste. So that is firewall routing. So now whatever theoretical we completed, please read this one, and evening I will take the class. Now we'll go to FortiGate firewall demo. So 2 topics are mandatory. One is entire firewall, this one, this topic. Second one, network architecture diagram. These 2 you can complete and you can come. So evening I will take class around 6 p.m. Practical demo tool, don't miss out. Practical FortiGate demo tool I will. Clear?
Sure.
Yes, clear.
Hope everyone got drive access. I provided everybody. Everyone got drive access?
No, sir.
Yeah, just you can verify. I provided today morning and let me know in case if not, I will re-verify once again. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is there any offline classes in the next week, sir?
I don't think so. So I will complete everything anyway from our class or our batch or next batch.
Only our batch only, sir.
Our batch, I don't think so. So if anything,
Actually,
yeah,
we are easy in online because so many of them went to home also.
and one more thing is recorded sessions are there, so that is very useful for you.
Yes, that's why online is easy for us.
Okay. Yeah, so I will let you know. I don't think so because I'm in Bangalore itself. Next
sir.
week
Please
it will not
inform
be.
us.
It will not be.
Before one day, sir.
It will not be. But in case if it is required, I will let you know. I don't think so.
Yeah,
It will
please
be there
inform us
online.
like before
Yeah.
one day, sir. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
You're welcome. So, and one more thing is, whoever is confident on entire overall topics, August 15th or maybe whatever date you like, you can upload your resumes. Whoever is confident on the entire syllabus. So I need one person resume. Please provide to me and I can show in online how to upload resume in Naukri. So whoever is confident, those people you can prepare your resume and give it to me. And I can show practically how to upload and what technical skills we have to keep and what are the things we have to do in Naukri as well. So anyone is confident on yourself, please let me know. And already existing resumes are there in the Google Drive. Take that one as a sample resume. You can create your own resume from your side. Is it clear?
Yes,
How many
sir.
people are planning
Yes,
to
clear.
put this week or next week? I mean next week.
No, at the time August 15 we have to keep because calls will be not coming immediately. No, it takes some time, 3 days.
Yeah, Manoj, you can do one thing. You can create your resume to me and you can give it to me. And also, whenever if you want to create one resume, so one thing please remember, please take one new mobile number, new Gmail address, new Gmail
Yes,
or Yahoo mail, whatever it may be. But in your
already I created.
okay. So if you don't have if you don't have existing Naukri profile, that is fine. Your current SIM card is sufficient. But couple of people, what they are doing, they have fresher resume in the Naukri and some of the other testing tools are DevOps related, mobile numbers, so on and so on. Already existing Naukri profile, if you have, please don't use that mobile number, don't use that email address.
I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Before when I am working as a UI developer, I applied so many company portals like Cognizant and Accenture and Deloitte. If I will in there, I entered my PAN card also. If
Oh,
I will enter these details here means they will tally and they will see now I am with the fake ID. They can identify easily.
no. See, one thing, based on email address only, nowadays applications are there recruiting. Even though your PAN card is existing, it's okay, not an issue. But now, an example I will say, do you know Standard Chartered Bank?
Yes.
So I applied almost 3 or 4 times to this particular job vacancy. Initially, I provided X email from my side, and after that, I provided my one more email address, and after that, one more email address I provided. Okay. So finally, there are 3 different types of accounts are existing for me in Standard Chartered Bank. But even though I got shortlisted and I got an interview call as, and I completed interview also, it's okay, not an issue.
Before they are scheduling the interview, they are asking say your PAN card number, and after that, did you have any PF account? They are
That one, if you'll ask, that's completely depending on your consultancy, what your consultancy you are asking. Please go and approach that. I'm not aware of all these. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here, nowadays,
as per suggestion, we are asking that.
yeah, that's fine. But nowadays, if you are providing PAN card number to them, they are able to see everything. Where you worked on, whether you worked on college or whether you worked on institution, whether you worked on hospital or whether you worked on so and so. But not all companies, some companies, yes, especially Tech Mahindra, very, very
Cognizant.
dangerous company. Cognizant, dangerous company, yes.
L&T.
Yeah, so couple of companies, yes, but not all companies.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, Manoj, please prepare your resume and give it to me by Tuesday, by Monday evening. Then I can show on coming Tuesday how to upload resume on August 15th.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you so much and see you evening, and we can discuss FortiGate firewall demo.
Sir, please don't forget to.
Yeah, sure. You can verify. Already I provided Ramesh and Gopal, and let me know.
But we're unable to see it, sir. That's why.
Yeah. So I can verify once.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Wish you this.